Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are all doing great on this Saturday evening. A little bit of a late night reading again, 2 nights in a row. What? Last night I went on at like midnight, and tonight a little bit after 11. Actually, it's probably closer to 11:30 now. Yeah, it's closer to 11:30. It's not like me to go on this late, but I kind of was like, you know what? Why not? My girl Lati, she just got off not too long ago from her live reading. Um, from Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. I hope she pops in along with my other peoples. Hey, she is. Speaking of somebody who's a part of that collective, welcome, welcome. So, yeah, guys, I was drawn to do a reading tonight about, as you guys saw, it's so what's the tea? Or what's brewing. I like to call it what's brewing. So it's not like all the other readers who say the same thing, but it's the same shit. But nonetheless, when Lati was doing my reading, and she said, basically, like there's some type of weird energy around me of like, and other people might resonate with this like kind of like evil eye energy and stuff like that going on, trying to figure out and decipher who this person or people are. Like, what the fuck is that about? Hey, babe. So it's like, it's weird, right? And the thing that was crazy was I had, like, while she was reading for me, I heard that quote, realize, realize, realize. So it's basically, being able to, people who have like true vision essentially are able to pick up on, the lies that are happening or being told around them. So I heard that and I typed it in the comment section. Lo and behold, about maybe a half hour ago when I went on Facebook, there was a post that said that. I had to send it to her. I hope she pops in. But I was like, oh hell to the no. That shit was so crazy. I was like, okay, yeah, no, I gotta do it. What's the tea? And then I heard Spirit talk to me after that. I was like, yeah, it's gotta happen. And I haven't done one of these in a minute. So with all that said, I know that was a little bit of a mouthful, but I wanted you guys to get the gist of why I'm on right now and why I'm looking at, into this particular energy. So with all that said, usually I, say hello first and salutations, but I just jumped right in. So for those of you who are new to the channel, I hope you like what you see here and decide to stick around. Take a seat, have fun. This one's gonna be a little bit more entertaining as opposed to, super spiritually guided and all that. This one's gonna be a little bit more, fun. So we shall see what pops up though. We don't know. So, yeah, there she goes. Hey, Lati. What's up, sis? So I was just talking about you. I was like, girl, the readings that you did tonight were crazy. And then on top of that, when I don't know if you saw it, but I just sent it to you. I took a screenshot of the realize, realize, realize thing. And I saw that like literally like I pop up on Facebook. It's the first post I see after you just got off of yours and you had did your reading for me a little while ago. I'm like, that is fucking nuts. So there's definitely some type of truth that needs to be told that you guys need to know about and see. And Spirit guided me to do that. So also, like I was about to say, for those of you who've been rocking with your girl for a bit, welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. Greatly appreciate y'all. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with, why the fuck not, for shits and giggles, let's start with, what's the tea? Yep, I'm so serious, girl. So crazy. On the bottom of the deck before I even shuffle, we have haunted, memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects. That's kind of wild. And it was just Halloween yesterday. Yeah, right? Yesterday. Unbothered here when I split the deck. I love you too, sis. Shit's wild. So crazy. All right, Spirit. So what does the collective need to know at this time for their highest good, clearest, and most accurate message? Exactly. Get your popcorn. The shit's about to pop off. We're about to see what's going on. This is wild. Definitely something that needs to be uncovered, for sure. 2 or 3 more shuffles, and then we're gonna tap in. So I'll get a few from here, and then I also have a what lies beneath deck. We could kind of see if there's like a corresponding energy or some extra energy we could pick up on, so on and so forth. All right, so somebody is played the fuck out. Maybe somebody used to play a lot of games, and it's like, you kind of saw things for what it was. Hey, Sonali, how are you? You saw things for what it was, and you peeped game, and you was like, yeah, I'm good on that. I'm good in yourself. All right. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Let's see. All right, what we got? Ignoring. So you guys are just like in this like cool, calm, collected type of energy, looking very much like how my cat is over there in her little makeshift bed that she has. I have a blanket over there that I put down, and I guess it's her blanket now. I'm like, okay, you can have it. I'll buy a new one. Once she goes on it, I'm like, I don't want it. But yeah, somebody might try to come back around, trying to kiss ass, trying to get you back or get some type of attention out of you. For some of you, keep in mind too, because this is a collective. For some of you, this might have already happened, and you already kind of are aware of who this is or what this energy is. So let me know in the comment section, like when messages are resonating. But right now, we're just trying to see what's going on behind the scenes that we can't see right now, and that we should be aware of. Fake smiles, yeah. See some fake ass bullshit. Yeah, coming in probably like needing something or something like that. Happiness hater. They see you doing well. I'm getting like maybe even fake friend type vibes. But we're gonna keep looking. It's gonna be different for everybody too, so we shall see. Tell us more. Interesting. Marrying for money. Interesting. Marrying for money. So somebody might be like a moocher kind of energy, which is funny because I think I picked up on something like that last night too. When I was doing like an energy check-in for the month of November, that popped up. So there could be an energy of somebody trying to come back around who, has a tendency to, kind of mooch off of people. When they don't get what they want, then they start drama. We have drama starter here, and I just heard fire starter, and then when I looked, I just I see Lati just put the fire emojis. So yeah, fire starter, very interesting. Tell us more. Moves in silence. So some of you guys might just be kind of, really to yourself right now, doing your own thing. Focus on your money. Focus on making boss moves. You're not worried about nobody or anything. And you're just, yeah. But see, like, while you're trying to move in silence, there are people creeping, trying to, see what it is that you've been up to. Yeah, this person is real. Ugh. Yeah, they're definitely going through like some type of money problems, possibly. Bankrupt is here on the top. Yeah, fishing for comments. So they might be watching your social media and stuff like that. So just be maybe mindful of the people like that have access to your social media. So like, let's say if your stuff is set to public, you might want to, if some people don't give a shit if somebody's watching them or whatever. I personally don't want certain people seeing my stuff just because I just don't. But I don't want them to have that type of access to me. But some people don't give a fuck. They're like, it is what it is. You could watch and see all you want, but if you are one of those kind of people who care about your privacy, you might want to change some of your privacy settings or be mindful of the things that you do happen to post. Maybe look over your whole friend list again and make sure it's people who actually want on there. If you have your thing, I just got this too. If you have your page set to like on Facebook, for instance, if you have it set to what's that called, professional mode, maybe being mindful of going through even like your followers on there, making sure that there's no no stragglers that are watching you from there that you don't want watching you. um, tell us more. Mm, this is crazy.
When you don't use bounce, dryer heat can be a real monster. It turns clothes into static magnets for your hair.
Yeah,
Use
see, wants you
bounce to
back.
stop it. If you
You're
want
all
static
I
resistant
ever
clothes,
wanted. You're all I ever needed. Yeah. So tell me what to do now when I want you back. Looking you up. And I told you, researching you, studying you, getting info. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's very similar to the energy that showed up in the love portion of last night's reading, too. That's the crazy part. It's like a piggyback. Tell us more. 11:11 when I looked up. No facts. Never has the facts, make shit up and lies. Goes right back to what the whole point of this was. I might rename the whatchamacallit after I post it. Real lies, real lies, real lies. Yeah. Real eyes, real lies, real lies, guys. Mm. Yep, creeping. Fake flexing, yep. Acts rich, bosses, money, acts fancy, shows off. They ain't got shit. They ain't got a pot to even piss in. Hey Katana, how are you? Yeah, they're in their head as you're making these different moves in your life, and you're happy, you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, they're peeping that shit. Overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing is here. All right, let's get like maybe two more from here, and we're gonna move on to the what lies beneath deck, which is a very similar deck to this one. But let's see if there's any more insight that we can get while we're being nosy, since other people won't be nosy about us, right? Let's see what the hell's going on, because this is wild. All right, Spirit is like, yeah, we got some more tea for you. Wait 1 second, we got you. Yep, confirmations. We got three cards that came out. All right, we have into you, good chemistry, great vibes, and positive. But it came out along with dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters, and fake accounts. I just heard fake news like in Donald Trump's word. Fake news. Can't stand that motherfucker. But anyway, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, etc. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like it's giving me this person is still into you. You're not into them. You dodged the bullet, and now, like I said, they're creating like fake, accounts and stuff to watch you, so that they could try to figure out how to kind of weasel their way back in. I'm also getting for some of you, you might be involved with somebody or dating, and if they see that, that's when they're going to try to really show their ass and try to come back around. Um, I'm getting that as well. Hence, like that happiness hater energy you saw. Like they might try to come in and be like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you. I see that you're doing well." Blah blah. Like that type of bullshit. Yeah, see, but they ain't shit, and you know this already. You're aware. Cyberbully. You are being bullied online, or someone has suffered from it. So this person might, with their fake accounts and stuff, they might do like trolling and stuff on there and say stupid shit just to annoy you. But you've moved on from this person already. And for some of you, especially if this was like a romantic partnership, like you've already like moved on from them. But not only have you moved on, like just in general, you've also, I think, physically, like if you ever lived with this person, hey Huncho, hey Miguel, if you ever like lived with this person, you might have even physically moved like out. All right, I'm being called to draw one more from here, and then I read from the other deck. The tea is hot, guys. The tea is hot. What we got? This person might have had you in competition. with other people. We have girl fight arguments, physical fights, at war, competing. So they might have had you like in a third party situation. And, you know, now they're doing a lot of reflecting and realizing, oh, wow, like I fucked up 15-15. They're doing some reflecting and realizing, damn, I really screwed this up, didn't I? Yeah, they were wolf in sheep's clothing. And now you are uninterested. You are uninterested. You walked away, and now there's like a storm like looming over them. They might be trying to like numb the pain away by like partying a lot. They might be into like alcohol or drugs, sleeping around, that kind of shit. Look, you got caught, huh? Finding evidence, getting caught cheating. Here on the bottom of this deck before I even shuffle. Look, did I not say that just a moment ago? Y'all already know the tea. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Wow. So for a lot of you guys who are watching and resonating with this message, you know exactly who this person is. Or you have a good idea of who it is. A little bit later, I'm going to also draw some characteristic cards to see if we get a little bit more insight of who this person might be in your life. So we'll see a little bit more about that. Lati, girl, this is how I know me and you are so fucking connected. Check this out. Watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip, and look what is in the picture. Popcorn. And you literally just put the popcorn emojis a little while ago. That shit is crazy. Oh my goodness. Wow. You can't make this shit up. Alright, let's get a few from here. That's crazy. Oh man. Now I see like the you know how they always have that meme of Michael Jackson from the Thriller video. Like, let me get my popcorn. Running away. This looks so much like that other picture. I put the deck away though. Let me see. It's like different, but kind of like the same. It's just like a different view. But like you see how this person is like walking away, and you can see them like in the background, and then this one is running away. Like they're like taking off. They're like, I am not dealing with this person. That's you guys. I'm getting also like runner chaser dynamic. Maybe at one point, especially if this was like romantic, you might have like chased after this person at one point, and then like now you're the one that's going to start being chased. I'm getting something like that. Yeah, see, look, more confirmations. Knowing they fucked up. I literally just said that. Hey, Sideria, how are you? I'm doing all right. Nice to see you popping in. Tell us more. This is wild. I'm going to take it because I see what card was just going to try to flip out. It's two, actually. All right. All right, we have two cards. We have Copycat. Interesting. And it came out along with putting on a show. So I'm kind of getting like someone might try to copy your flow, the way you do shit. Let's say this seems a little more specific, but like let's say, you know, you're doing really great in your life or whatever, right? You know, your career is on the move, you know, you might be dating or, you know, just in a really good place right now. And this person is going to see that, and then they're going to try to like one up you in some kind of way. Like, oh yeah, I'm doing this too, or I'm doing that. Like, yeah, sure. I hate nothing about you. Interesting. Like they're a low key, like even though they hate on the low, like there's like this admiration almost there too. Excuse me. Give them a round of applause. How about a round of applause? Standing ovation. Cause you put on quite a show. Tantric sex. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting a couple messages with that. Ooh, throat chakra. So there might, what I'm about to say, this might be where spirit was trying to have this go. I'm getting that the sex might have been really, really good. Like, and I'm not saying like good. I mean like really good. Like other worldly type sex is what I'm kind of getting. But I'm also getting, so be careful with that, because if that does resonate with you, there might be like a little bit of a tie still associating you guys with each other. So just be careful with that kind of thing. Um, I feel like that came up recently too in a reading. I don't know if that was last night. I just knocked my water over. The top is on it, thank God. But yeah, it's like it's definitely giving me like, karmic ties involving sex and needing to be mindful of that energy, because you do not want that to be, lingering in the background, because that makes it, difficult to kind of move on. That came up last night. It did. So I'm getting that, but I'm also getting that I'm getting like sex magic. I'm getting like, you know, this person might be able to like send that type of vibe your way and make you like think of them or something like that. So just be careful. You might want to do a cleanse of some sort. Yeah, they're investigating something. I'm getting even like astral projection. Like if this person has like some gifts themselves, like they might know how to astral project and stuff like that and watch you. I'm getting like succubus and incubus energy. Like if you ever like feel like someone was like touching you in your sleep, that weird kind of shit. That is a thing. It is a thing. It's never happened to me, thank God, but I've heard of it happening to people. Um, you have to check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. um, oh, expecting new beginning. Oh, love story once upon a time. Now this looks like a couple of different energies here. For some of you, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but some of you might want to actually get a checkup, like a physical checkup. And for others, this is them. Like they might have been, I did say they might be like sleeping around, doing whatever they've been doing, and they need to get checked. But another storyline that I'm picking up on for some of you, but not all, some of you guys might be either expecting a child with somebody new. This is a new energy. And then when I was trying to get this card, the deck split like this: divorce, breaking a contract. I just said something about severing ties, and I think what's happening here is as you sever those ties, it allows for this new love to come in. You might end up expecting a child for some of you, and for some of you, it's just literally a new beginning, like at love again. Because I'm definitely picking up on mostly love in this reading. Sometimes fake friends shows up in these types of readings too, but I'm picking up more on, ooh, my ear just started ringing like crazy when I just said that. Okay. Yeah, bank failure. Said that before. This person might be having financial problems. All right, let's get like 2 or 3 more from here. Yeah, just like hot all of a sudden. Like super random. I was just comfortable. In fact, we were just saying how cold we were. We ain't turned on the heat yet. I'm trying to wait, but we might have to do it tonight. So I'm in the 30s. All right. We have already known the tea again, along with anger management. So this person, look at like the fire. This person might have fire in their chart, but yeah, I'm kind of getting like this person. They tend to like. Remember I was talking about like playing fake nice and stuff like that, and it, ironically last night I was like saying how that's the energy they might come in. I feel like it's really piggybacking off of that. But then they give you shit if they don't get out of you what they wanted. Like if you diss them or whatever, or you push them away, they might feel a way about that. Fucking yeah. Because the thing is, it's like, all right, this card came out already, but we're gonna look at it again. But watch out for this one. All right, so caught, huh? Finding evidence, getting caught, cheating. It's like, let's say if you present to them the reason why you would never give them a chance, right? Like, they're gonna blow up at you because you caught them cheating or some shit like that. And it's like, you have the fucking audacity to be mad at me because you got caught? Wow, giving me narcissistic fucking vibes. But look what's on the bottom. Did I not just say a little while ago that they might be into drugs? I'm getting mostly like pill poppers and the white pony. Fulfilling a fantasy here in the middle of the deck. That's crazy. They fantasize about you. And I said something about that just a little while ago. With the tantric sex stuff. Like they might be sending those sexual vibes your way. Yeah, they might be doing whatever they do and thinking about you. Gross. You know, when it's unwanted and unwarranted, it's a gross feeling to think of somebody being like that and thinking about you in the same process. Not a good feeling. All right, what we got? This one wanted to come out too. Whoa. Pregnancy test. Unsure pregnancy scare. Positive, negative. Goes back to what I said just a moment ago about getting maybe a checkup or something and possibly some babies. Burning evidence. I'm getting that there might have even been, for some, if you're not everybody, but like this person, you know, they might have either gotten somebody pregnant or got pregnant and then, you know, took care of it. And try to keep that from you. That seems very specific, but like we got game over here on the bottom of the deck. Like that, for those of you who did know about it, you know, that probably was like the straw that broke the camel's back. You were like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. Look, sex shop. This person has a sex addiction. They've got a sex addiction. Getting a room, hotel, motel, holiday inn, suit, business, pleasure. Yeah, I'm getting even this person. This person might have even went to like sex workers. Look, lipstick stains. Wow. Let's get one or two more from here. This shit's crazy. What? Caution, yeah. So definitely a warning. Whereas, like, please watch your back when it comes to this person, because this is not a person that you want in your space. Absolutely not. Falling apart, falling into pieces. I'm falling to pieces. I'm falling to pieces. We got the watching shit go down card again on the bottom. Bugaboo. You make me want to throw my page out the window. Tell MCI to cut the phone calls. Because you're tired of the drama. Break my lease so I can move. Because you a bugaboo, a bugaboo. They might have did a lot of heavy stalking at one point. Like I'm getting like, you know, the people who like make the fake numbers and stuff. Been there. Yeah, see. You've already let this person go. Hanged man. All right, we're gonna do like kind of a whatever comes out with the tarot, get a little more insight, and then we're gonna look at some characteristics about this person and what their intentions are. And then that probably be the end of the reading. Let's see. Shit's crazy. I just heard, ooh, you're gonna want me back. You're gonna need me. Ooh, you're gonna want me back. What's the name of that song? Throwback by Usher. Never know a good thing until it leaves you. Finally, I'm realizing I need you and I want you back. Baby girl, I need you back. Gotta have you back, baby. Heartbroken when you left my room. Alright, let's get one more shuffle. Alright. Eight of Pentacles. So you guys are working really hard and diligently, working on your crafts, working on just getting your coins right, so on and so forth. Not worried about nothing and no one else. You know what's funny, La? That was I think you were here at the time. Um, when I took out, I believe it was the what's the T? Yeah, I believe so. When I initially took it out the box, it said haunted with like the jack-o'-lantern on the back. Um, I believe like it was right on the bottom when I first took it out the box. But I was like, oh shit. All right, so what else does the collective need to know, Spirit? Fairest, most accurate. I feel like this card or these cards wants to come home and take them. Yeah, this person, whew, they are going through it. Four of Swords, they're really in their head. Like, the thing is though, like this person, they need to realize that everything that's going on is like their own doing, and they have to figure out what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, how did I get here? They need to take accountability. They need to understand that their actions are what made this transpire. So it's like, they can't be mad at you. They can't be mad at the next person. They got to look internally and, take a break from doing all this fucking and all this shit that they're doing, all this low vibrational shit, and take a break, take care of themselves, do some inner work. That's what this person needs to do. Are they gonna do it is the question, but they need to, because we also have the Hierophant that came out with that card, and that's about value systems and belief systems. Like, they really need to reevaluate like their priorities and things like that, because they're not healed at all. Like, if this person were to try to come back, they're going to be the same exact bullshit person that they were before. Like, the thing is, like, they have a choice in the matter here. This is a choice that they have to make for themselves. They need to choose their higher self right now. Yeah. But they're fighting it with the Seven of Wands here on the top. And they're also just letting you know to, fight as well, because you're going to have to practice your own judgment as well, too. But this is definitely a time for them. A lot of major arcana showing up. Like, this is a time for them to understand that their actions, again, have contributed to a lot of, the downfall that they've been experiencing. Excuse me, guys. Very thirsty. Whew. Love my sparkling water and my seltzers. Makes me happy. All right, let's see what else is going on. Tell us more, Spirit. Judgment. Spirit ain't playing. Spirit is like, this person. Whew, 5 people in here and 6 likes adds up to 11. Like, it's giving me, even though this is the Judgment card, it's also giving me like justice too, like karmic lessons being learned. The Most High calling judgment on this person for them to, excuse me, confirmation. That was a big one. Like, that's been just sitting there for a while. I was trying to get that out before, and this was not working. That's why I needed some of my seltzer. But yeah, like, they're yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. It's like this is about karmic debts having to be paid in order to go into the next phase of life. Yeah, they have some healing to do. 3 of Swords, they have some healing to do. I'm getting like, that when they say hurt people, I'm getting something like that. Like, maybe they've been through something too, and then they take it out on other people, and then they they bleed all over the people who did not cut them. And that's not fair to anyone, including themselves. They have to release and let that shit go. A lot of major arcana showing up shit. Tell us more. I would take those, but I look like a lot of cards. Yeah, see? Right back out. Three of Swords here again. Heartbreak, pain, disappointments, a need to heal. Yeah. I'm also getting this might be partially your energy now, because we have Queen of Pentacles on the bottom and Seven of Wands on the top. So like you having this really stand your ground against somebody who did hurt you. My right hand started itching like crazy. It's like, you're waiting to receive your blessings, right? The Queen of Pentacles, she's blessed. Like she's stable, she's independent, she could do whatever she needs to do by herself, you know. She's very generous and she's a go-getter and very practical, very fruitful, but I think that's where your focus is right now. Yeah, you closed out that cycle. You close out that cycle. I just heard thank you next. Tell us more. Wow, that's crazy. Ticking time bombs. Yeah, exactly. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right. The Hermit. Wow, look at all these major arcanas popping out. The Hermit. I'm telling you, like this person, this is what they need to be doing. Spirit wants them to do this, but they're not doing it. They need to get their shit together. I feel like you guys did a lot of inner work. You might still be in the process of doing some more. I mean, keep in mind, healing is a journey. And it's not linear at all. Like, you're going to have, your ebbs and flows. And, for those of you who are still kind of working on that part of your journey, this kind of goes back to last night's reading again. I feel like Spirit is kind of calling you guys to, keep on doing that inner work, so that you can be ready and available for that blessing when it comes to love to come in, when the time is right, of course. Divine timing definitely at play here. We have Eight of Swords on the bottom. So that's about confusion. That's about being stuck in your own head. But it's like a self-inflicted prison in a way. Yeah. Gotta close that out. Gotta let it go. Whether that's your energy or theirs, either way, gotta release it. Gotta walk away from it. Leave it behind. This is a part of the journey, though. I almost am getting I'm getting mostly karmic energy, but for some of you, this could be. And I mean, they're down bad. It ain't gonna happen in this lifetime. I'm gonna tell you that now. But like, if this is your twin flame, like your actual twin, they are not passing these tests and these lessons. Like they're not doing good in this lifetime right now. I'm sorry to laugh like that, but I'm just being honest. Like sometimes, in certain lifetimes, we just don't get back with our twin flame, and you gotta do everything all over again the next lifetime. I hope that you guys learn the karmic lessons necessary to be in union, if you believe in that. But for others, I'm getting it could be a karmic soul tie. Yeah, we have Knight of Swords on the bottom. That's like seizing opportunities. Ten of Wands. Tell us more. I kind of stopped shuffling and I just happened to see what was there. But yeah, tell us more. Let's get a few more from here. Then we're going to look at some characteristics about this person. If you guys are enjoying this reading, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Greatly appreciate it. What we got? Page of Swords. They're watching you. Private eyes. They're watching you. They see your every move. Private eyes. They're watching you. Private eyes. They're watching you as you glow up. You're doing great. You're in a great place right now. You're happy or working on that part of the journey. Really working on wish fulfillment. Intrinsic happiness is what I'm getting on that. And they're just like, oh, they're doing so great. Should I or should I not? They come back towards you. Two of Wands, like they have a choice to make here. They're like, ooh, should I? They're right now. They're just more like on the outskirts, trying to figure out a plan. Thinking of a master plan. Yeah, see, because they want to try to reunite. Six of Cups. So this is definitely a past person, for sure. I mean, we saw that energy already. We're just getting confirmation. But yeah, they're definitely watching you and hoping that they could come back around. Yeah. They're not where they need to be. Like even if this is your person and you guys are just going through a really bad rough patch, I personally will not take this person back if I were you, but you have free will. Um, we will look to see what their true intentions are in a little bit, but I just feel like they're not where they need to be in order to be in union with you, as you guys have been working on yourselves. Like it will be so imbalanced, and it will just be more of the same bullshit that you already went through with them before. You don't want to go through that again. Tell us more. Everything is fine. It's the equivalent of the 10 of swords in reverse. So, betrayals, heartbreak, disappointment. But it's the end of that. And now you guys are in the healing phase of all of this. Um, Understanding that, despite everything that has gone down, it's time to move forward. And that's what you guys have been working on. Yeah. And it took a lot of strength and resilience to do that. Some of you might have Leo in your chart. It took a lot of power, willpower to do this, courage to say, I'm gonna embark on this new part of my journey. Yeah, you had to go through a tower moment, giving me like, dark night of the soul kind of energy. Unexpected changes. The whole world blowing up in front of your face, basically. You know what I mean? As Lati just said a little while ago, ticking time bombs. It's like everything's kind of blew up, and now you're picking up the rubble and trying to figure out what to do with the pieces. So this is a part of your journey, and I think that from what I can see here, you guys have been doing pretty well. But there's definitely going to be those times where you kind of might reflect and remember what happened and be like, damn, can it be better? Can it be worse? It's like you might go through those ebbs and flows, and that's okay. It's a part of the process. Yeah, but it's basically like there's this preparation happening for what is to come in with this page of pentacles here in the middle. Something of value, something of substance coming through in terms of some type of offer. um so don't lose faith and hope on that. Tell us more. Queen of Swords. Some of you might have air in your chart. I'm getting this is the energy you're in either way. You're not taking no bullshit. You're cutting heads off. Like cutting shit off at its source. It's like if if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a fucking duck. And you're like, I'm not gonna be silly enough to, fall for the okey doke again. You know? You see past the bullshit. Realize, realize, realize. Yeah. You're like, been there, done that. Five of Cups. Been there, done that. You dealt with the disappointments. You're waiting for those new cups that are right here to come through. That union with those two cups right there, or those two cups there. You already dealt with all the bullshit, crying over spilt milk, maybe third party situations and shit like that. And then now, 4 4 4 4, when I said that, and now, this is what you're waiting for. The thing is, you can't focus on the cups that are tipped over. You got to focus on those cups that are getting ready to come towards you. So the cups that are going to provide you with a sense of fulfillment. Yeah. So you got that Nine of Cups that showed up, and now you got the Nine of Pentacles too. You guys are doing great all by your goddamn self. You know what I mean? I'm a movement by myself. But we're a force when we're together. It's like, yeah, look, these cards kind of came out together, so I'll take them. But the Fool, taking that leap of faith into, something new. You got your money up. You're doing your own thing. Like you're independent. You don't need anybody, but you want somebody eventually, and that's perfectly fine. Um, but being able to rely on yourself first and foremost, very, very important, and that allows for you to be able to become a united front with the right person and build something super strong and solid and stable. I like that. Let's get like two more from here. Yeah, they can't help but to look at you in awe and be like, damn, how the fuck? I left them in the dirt and this is how they coming out. You're like a lotus coming up out that mud, growing from a dark place. Even the roses could come from the concrete, right? We got Two of Pentacles here. That's going with like that back and forth energy, like wishy-washy, trying to make a decision. Should I not? I think that's them. I'm also getting, for some of you, I'm getting a couple of messages. Bear with me. One message I'm getting is you guys, this could be about you going back and forth about what it is that you want when it comes to love and relationships and all that. And the reason why I say that is because we have the 10 of Cups here on the bottom. You already are, you're at your 9 of Cups. You're working towards that already. You're good by yourself. But that one more cup to make it complete, family, marriage, children, if that's your thing, if that's something that you aspire to, just trying to figure out, is that what you want, right? Are you ready for pursuing that again? So on and so forth. Because we also have Four of Wands here, which represents marriage. So it's like, and it also represents twin flames, but it could represent marriage, celebration, stability. So, that kind of going teeter-tottering back and forth, like, is that still what I want? Do I aspire to that? What do I see in that part of my future? Yeah. And that might cause you a little bit of, a little bit of worry and a little bit of, I heard the word angst. We have the 10 of Wands, so that might be a little bit sometimes like burdensome for you to think about, but there's no rush, right? When you're ready, you'll know. Don't let anybody, if your own family is also the type of people who likes to rush you when it comes to this kind of stuff, don't let them. It's your life. Live it the way you want to. So when you're ready, you will know. Tell us more. Let's get one or two more from here. I always love clarifying stuff with the tarot, like after, because we already saw all the messy stuff, but now we're getting like the confirmations and stuff needed for, our own like journey as well, versus just, the messy stuff. Ooh, these are nice to come out together. All right, so we have Ace of Pentacles. I mean, sorry, I said Ace of Pentacles, but it's Ace of Wands. But that could be something on the horizon too. Ace of Wands, so a very passionate new beginning, and the Temperance is also here. So that's giving me like a sense of peace, harmony, and balance. Either you or this person that might be coming your way, like a newer person, might be a fire sign or have Sagittarius in their chart. Sagittarius is technically a fire sign, but yeah. I'm getting that. We did see Leo or Leo energy with the Strength card show up too. So that's interesting. Yeah, see, there's an offer come towards you when the time is right. Definitely getting like, tempering yourself and practicing patience. We have the Page of Pentacles here again. Three of Pentacles, that's teamwork. This is nice. I like that. They're letting you know, oh, When it happens, these scales are going to balance. Everything that, has taken place is all going to be, I heard that you'll be like vindicated, basically. Like, all of the, shit that you had to go through to get to this point, it will all balance out. I like that a lot. All right, so now let's get some ideas about who this person might be. Now, there's going to be different energies to come up, obviously, because, there's going to be more than one person watching this reading, throat chakra. Excuse me. So some of the energy might be your own. Some of it might be that past person that we want to avoid, and then some of this might also be that new energy that we kind of started to pick up on as well. So we're gonna just see what comes out. See, because look, we have betrayal, deceit, disloyalty, conspiracy, broken bonds. As soon as I split the deck. So yeah, we're probably gonna be mostly getting insight about that past person. So take the messages as they resonate and leave the rest behind. This is more so just confirmations of, you know, helping you, be able to decipher who this is. Like you probably already have an idea of who it is. This would just give you a little bit more insight, possibly. All right, a couple more shuffles. One more for good measure. All right. Vendor says merchant, retailer, individual, entrepreneur. Interesting. So this person could work in some type of form of retail, selling things. Interesting. They might have their own business, or that could be your own energy or the energy of that new person that might be coming through. Tell us more. What does the collective need to know? Magician. Channeler of power, potential, magic, illusion, and manifestation. The word that stuck out for me, though, I'm not going to hold you, is illusion. They're a master manipulator, is what I'm getting. For some of you, this person might be a little bit older than you. That's not going to be for everybody, but for some of you, they might be. They might have, been kind of like a confidant or something, and then they kind of showed their ass and showed you that, like their true colors. Tell us more. Ooh, what's this? Volunteer. Selfless devotion, willingness, spirit of service, duty, and dedication. That's a nice character trait there. So that could be you guys, or that could be like that newer energy getting ready to come through. That person could also possibly be a little bit older. I'm getting maybe an age gap. Tell us more. That card wants to come out. Writer. It says weaver of tales, storyteller, crafting, communication, polishing. I'm getting like kind of gift of gab too, though. Like this person is very charming with their words. It's not a terrible thing, unless they're a liar. But like depending on whose energy that might be, how they use that type of characteristic, like it could be a positive thing. Yeah, see, we established this earlier though at some point, more than once. This person is going through some financial hardships, the other person. Unemployment, solitude, hunger, bankruptcy, wandering. On the bottom of the deck there. I'm also getting like a separate message with that writer card. They might be saying that that's going to be their form of communication. They're going to write you in some kind of way. So maybe like an email, in your inbox. Like, yeah, my nose is going crazy right now when I say that. Something like that. Interesting. Aesthetic. I don't think I've ever heard of that word before. And I have a pretty good vocabulary. Ascetic. It says seeker of self-restraint, abstinence, purification, and discipline. This could be some of you guys here, actually, especially those of you who haven't dated in a while. Some of you might be practicing like celibacy or abstinence, really focusing on, finding the divinity within and not putting yourself out there in that way until you meet the right person. I was celibate for almost 3 years until I met my man. And it was one of the best decisions I made for myself, honestly. Like, so kudos to you guys if that's something that you're doing. And if not, getting your back cracked or whatever and you're doing your thing, that's fine too. Nothing wrong with either one of those things. But, for those of you who might be practicing celibacy or abstinence, it does take some strength to do that. So kudos to you. On the other hand, I'm about to get my back blown out this week for my anniversary. But anyway, that's enough of that. Five when I said that. Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited. But anywho, you stop being fresh on here. We're all grown, right? This is not for children. All right, so whoa. Okay, we got 3 cards. Madman. We talked about that energy earlier with that like anger and stuff like that. Embracer of madness, frenzy, chaos, unruly, possession. Oof. Possession. That's wild. Yeah, this person's got some work to do. For some of you, this person could be an influencer. You can be an influencer. It says trendsetter, content creator, follower, online influence. And we also have animal shaman. This might be you guys. Animal spirit, spiritual leader, and nature. So some of you guys might really be in tune with like your spirituality and nature, so on and so forth. That's pretty cool, actually. Excuse me. One more from here. Ooh, cool. I'm your private dancer, dancer for money. Dancer, weaver of grace, movement, harmony, rhythm, and passion. Ooh. I like that. Some of you guys might be dancers, or I'm getting this might be like the newer person that might be coming around. They might have like a dancer like body, like athletic kind of body. It's kind of hot. I'm also getting like I heard love is a dance. That's interesting. Love is a dance. So there might be this like this sense of flow with this person. The sex might be fire too. Anyway, why do I keep talking about sex? Let's talk about sex, baby. All right, we have player on the bottom. Socialite of charm. I had said gift of gab a little while ago. Elegance, expert of romance, leisurely life. Player from the Himalayas. Stranger. Passerby, encounter by chance, mutual aid, new friend. For some of you, that newer person that we were talking about, they might be that might be how you meet. It might be like super random, and it'll be like just a by chance kind of thing, like oh, but it's divinely orchestrated. Right place, right time kind of thing. Guide in the middle of the deck, navigator, progress, and direction. Interesting. Like I'm getting your spirit guides are the ones who's gonna orchestrate that though. That's what I picked up from that. All right, so we're going to read from one last deck, and that will be the end of the reading. True intentions. So let's see what this person's true intentions are. I have a feeling it's going to align with what we saw in last night's reading. Very similar energies showing up throughout this reading already, so I wouldn't be shocked if some of the same cards were to show up again. But let's see. All right, Spirit, let's get some, we got secret. There's something I'm holding back. I've been shuffling. Spirit, what are some last messages for the collective that they need to know about the energy happening behind the scenes? What's hidden from them at this time? Last messages. I saw dependent. False promises, same energy from last night. I'm telling you, you guys might want to check that out. I will tell you what I think you want to hear, even if I know it's not true or attainable. Yeah, very, very similar energy, guys. Tell us more. Yeah, we don't got time for no false promises. No, thank you. False hope. No, thanks. Thank you. Empathy. See, the thing is, they know that this is you and that they can play on your heartstrings. So be careful with that. Trust me, I understand as an empath. I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. That's you guys. And Spirit is like, please be mindful of, having a protective bubble around yourself when it comes to that energy, because you have to protect that. Because this person is definitely someone who could just pounce on the opportunity to be able to take advantage, especially with false promises and secrets, right? Tell us more. Get like 3 or 4 more. Perspective. I value your opinion and would appreciate your unique approach to this situation. Maybe they'll come in asking for like advice or something like that, and then try to sucker you in some kind of way. Interesting. Tell us more. See? That's the thing. That's like, you can't trust this person. Dishonesty. I will withhold information from you for my own benefit. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, see? Same energy from last night. So this card came out too. Big favor. I'm looking for significant assistance and a large effort on your part. Wow. Let's get 2 more. Confession. These are my confessions. Some of you guys might want to listen to the Confessions album, because that's the second time that I kind of channeled some songs from that album. A hidden truth is ready to surface, exposing what's been concealed. Interesting. Bama Deckets decided to look to see what was there. I reflect back what you project, revealing truths about yourself through what you see in me. Very interesting. I did say earlier that I was picking up on possible twin flames for some of you guys. And even if it's not a twin, it could be a karmic too. And karmics do very similar, like that's kind of their job. Like they are meant to kind of put a mirror up to you and have you see things about yourself that you need to work on. The difference is one is a lot more, one is meant to be very, very temporary. Like once it's done, it's done. Like you never have to deal with that person ever again. But twin flames tend to keep on being like a repeated cycle a lot of the time until you guys get it right. So depending on your circumstances here, either way, this person was meant to like kind of help you see what you needed to see and kind of prompt your shadow work. That hermit mode we were talking about earlier. Yeah, journey. Exactly. Um, Adventure awaits a physically or emotionally expanding experience is ahead. So this was a part of the journey for you. This was a part of it. 1 more. Maybe 2. Let's see. Apathetic. I prefer to remain focused on my own life right now. Very interesting. I feel like that's you guys. Yeah, you guys are focusing on your own community that you're building. We seem very aligned in a lot of ways. Let's find support within each other. I saw the support card too before I started shuffling again. Yeah, they have regrets. I'm disappointed with how things went with us, and I wish I could change the past. Yeah, no. Fuck you. One more. One more to round up this reading, Spirit. What's like the biggest message you have left for us to close this out? Misunderstanding, sure. Um, things got lost in translation and taken out of context. Direct communication will clear the air. No, they're just a fucking liar. But that's probably how they're gonna try to come in, right? They're gonna try to be like, oh, using your empathy, right, as like, your perspective and stuff, like as a way to shift things, getting like shapeshifter energy. Like they know how to, tug on heartstrings and stuff to get exactly what they want in that moment, and then this person is going to use their gift of gab to try to charm your draws off of you or get whatever it is that they're trying to get, money or whatever. And you're going to have to, use your discernment and be able to say, absolutely fucking not. You have community here on the bottom of the deck again. I just heard community dick. Oh, God. Spirit. Those are funny. Yeah, like, oh, I'm sorry I fucked all those different people. It was, it wasn't my fault. Try to deflect or some bullshit. Like, no, fuck out of here. You know exactly what you were doing. But the thing is, you guys are working on your growth. I will ignite a spark inside you, inspiring greater depth and expansion. And I kind of did, right? This was probably the catalyst for you that prompted your spiritual growth in, this part of the journey. So it wasn't off in vain, right? Welcome. I offer an open door, a warm invitation to step into a space where you are embraced and valued. I feel like that's the new person, especially with it being in the middle of the deck. Yeah. And then we have gaslight too. Wow. See, look, on each side of this card is two different energies. That's why your own discernment and choices are going to be very important in this case too. So really pay attention. On one side of this, if you do what you need to do, we have gift. I offer something from the heart, an unexpected blessing to brighten your path. But on the other side of that, if you go backwards, we have gaslight. I will deliberately manipulate your perception. We have perspective and perception. To me, those are very similar words. Um, your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experiences and memories. We're not going backwards, guys. We're closing out those cycles. 3 people in here and 7 likes adds up to 10. Wrapping it up, closing it up. It's done. Whew. Okay, guys. So with all that said, wow, that was a lot going on. For those of you who didn't get to catch it from the beginning, you might want to rewind once I post this up. But yeah, this was intense. I got hot. Yeah. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you guys for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this reading just as much as I enjoyed delivering this message. There were some laughs and there were some more serious parts, but all in all, this was a lot of insight, a lot of stuff to digest. So, you know, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. Um, I have work in the morning, so I'm gonna bring my black ass to sleep. But until next time, my lovies, have a great evening. And I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Get some rest. Until next time, bye.